Today my guest is Scott Hanselman. Scott, how are you, sir? How's it going? Scott, before we get started, I want to say I'm a big fan of your show, Hanselman's.
Thank you very much.
I've been watching it for years now.
Oh, I guess it's been a long time. We just did a recorded show 256.
It's like 2 to the 9th or something.
I think it's actually 2 to 8.
Alright. I believe you.
Well, it's a 0 hex 100, right? So it's 100 hex. But yeah, so 100 shows in hex speak and 256 in decimal. And 256 shows. It's been, what is that, 50 a year? Almost 5 years. That's awesome. That's crazy. What am I doing?
Before you were a popular podcaster, you were already a popular blogger.
Yeah, I don't know when blogger turns into popular blogger. I've been blogging
well,
since...
when I first heard of you, you were already popular. Yeah.
When was that?
A few years ago. It was after the podcast started. So I actually discovered your podcast first.
Oh, really?
And then I discovered your blog.
I've been blogging since, I want to say, April of 2000 or 2000 something. 2001, 2002, somewhere in there.
I think 2000 was blogging was then in 2001. So.
No. And Neil Dash has been blogging since 96 or something like that. But yeah, I don't know when popular happens, right? I think it's less about the blogging and more about presenting and stuff. I mean, being a popular blogger really just means being a loud programmer.
Your voice has been heard for a long time. I think it's fair to say, podcasting, blogging, you speak a lot. I saw you at a party last night and you had an entourage following around. That was cool.
Entourage, stalker. One man's entourage, another man's stalkers.
I have a blog. Not nearly as popular as yours. I think X2 followers.
Hey, it's not about the followers. It's not about the people who read it. It's about you, because you want to be able to go and search your brain later.
Yeah.
Right? You don't write your diary for an audience. I don't think you should over-tailor your blog for your audience. It's really about whether or not it satisfies you.
That's a good topic. Let's talk about what makes a great blog.
Well, it has to have an authentic voice. You have to know who you are writing for. Right? I mean, is it a populist blog like TechCrunch, where it's pretty clearly a business and they're trying to sell advertising? Are your titles link bait? Right? Link bait means that you've designed the link, designed the heading of the blog, the title of the blog post to be obviously trolling for hits.
Okay.
So I could guarantee we could get you a couple of thousand hits if you wrote something like top 9 things that suck about Microsoft, top 13 tips you have to know. Right? It's not just about my top 10 favorite tools.
Right.
It's got to be
search
top. Yeah, well, no, it's not search. It's more like human click optimized. It's link bait. I mean, it literally is bait that you're dangling in front of the person. How can you not click on top 13 things you have to know about SQL Server, or you will die?
All right, cool. Okay.
You know what I mean? It will get hits, right?
Okay.
Declarative statements. That's how you get people to read your blog.
I should try that.
Yeah, just make arbitrary declarative statements about technology. Right. This is
I
why
lose 50 pounds in 3 days.
Yep. Or this is why X product will fail, succeed. That's blogging, the slimy side of blogging.
Okay. So I shouldn't do that.
I don't think. Well, it depends. Right. What's your goal?
That's to be not slimy.
If your goal is to get a lot of people to listen to you, stand in the corner on a box and yell, and then you can count all those people who's listening to you. Right. But if you want to have like actual conversations with people, you have to think, well, what do I want to talk about? What do I want to be known for? What tone do I want? Do I want it to be confrontational? Do I want it to be inviting?
Okay.
I try
Decide
to be
that ahead of time.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, not necessarily ahead of time. It's not like before you say boot up your blog, you think about that. But you've started. Who do you want to be? Mm-hmm. I don't like it when I go to blogs and they have like that subtitle. It's like just another blog, another guy on the internet. Everybody is an expert at something.
Okay.
Right? There's something that you're an expert at. Could be computers, could be gardening, could be woodwork. I don't know. Blog about that thing.
Okay.
The thing that you're passionate about. The thing that when someone says, "What do you do?"
Yeah.
And you think about that before your job. Right. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm an artist. I'm a waiter at this restaurant, but I'm an artist. Or what is that?
So yours is technology. Primarily.
I'm afraid so. Yeah. It's not very good.
It happens to be your job.
Yeah.
It's also your passion.
Well, it's not work-life balance. It's work-work balance at that point.
What else? What thing? I remember you did a post this.
Yeah, I actually did a post. If you go to hanselman.com/suckless.
Suckless.
32, and it was actually a link bait title. I did on purpose. 32 ways to make your blog suck less.
What were some of those ways? Well, we talked about the.
Well, there's all the consistency stuff. Spell check, formatting, making sure that the images that you're using are not copyrighted. You can't just go to Google Images and search for an image and throw it in your blog. It could be a photographer's copyrighted information. What else we got? Making sure that you tend your garden, right? Sometimes you go to a blog that someone maybe only writes once a week and it becomes overwhelmed with comment spam.
Yeah.
Weeds. You got to get rid of those. You got to tend your garden. If you abandon your garden for a couple of weeks and come back, who's going to want to visit a garden like that?
Right.
I mean, it's one thing to show up at a blog and see old posts. It's another thing to show up at a blog and find comment spam that has overwhelmed the content. If there's more spam on your blog than there is content, then tend that. Get a Kismet, get Discuss, get Intense Debate, get any of these plugins that let you do comments in a secure way. Make sure that you're being heard everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, as well as your blog.
Being heard, same content repeated, or just sort of linked back to?
Well, it depends. Go where the audience is, right?
Okay.
So let's say that you have 100 people that read your blog, but for whatever reason you have 1,000 people that read you on Facebook. Well, you could focus on Facebook, but you don't want to lose those 100 people on the blog. Mm-hmm. So you could post on Facebook and feed it into your blog, or post in your blog and feed it into Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, yes, it could be repeated, but you're going to have authentic, original content in both or multiple locations.
Is that okay to have the same content in multiple locations? Should I have like two URLs?
That's a good question. So no, because you want to have an authoritative URL for your content. You don't want to reblog or cross-post because it dilutes your voice. But Facebook is what they call a walled garden. You can't really see inside Facebook until you log in.
Right.
So I don't think it's a problem to do something like that, to reblog inside Facebook.
Yeah.
But on things like Twitter and Delicious and different sites like that, I just say, I just blogged this, and then the title, and then the link.
That's what I'm doing now, yeah.
So yeah.
Using those tools just to cross-promote my blog.
And also making sure that people can get to that content in a way that they want. Like my mom doesn't know how to read RSS feeds. For her, visiting a blog is clicking on a link in the bookmark bar.
Sure.
But for my dad, he likes email, right? So he wants to subscribe to the blog via email. So on your blog, when you show up, sometimes they'll call it a newsletter.
Yeah.
I say subscribe via email. You want to be able to make sure that someone can do that really easily.
I'm not sure if I do that. I use DOS Blog for my blog.
I don't know, DOS Blog.
Is that a built-in feature? I'll have to check.
It's not. Actually, what is a built-in feature in DOS Blog is to be able to use FeedBurner for your RSS.
That's what I use.
And FeedBurner has the ability to do that, to
Okay,
subscribe.
so I have to go back to FeedBurner.
So if you're on FeedBurner and you click on your RSS feed, one of the options is subscribe to this blog via FeedBurner.
Okay, so it is basically built in there.
Yeah, not in the DOS Blog, but because DOS Blog has such a lovely FeedBurner integration, you get that for free as well, the email integration.
Very cool.
Yeah, just be consistent.
Yeah.
I mean,
What else?
it's a marathon, right?
Yeah.
It's not a sprint.
Yeah.
So I think you have to be consistent. I try to blog once or twice a week.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a real job too that's not blogging, right? If I was a full-time blogger, then I'd just blog every day. But I got actual work to do, right? It's like we're here at a conference that I'm helping organize, and that is, I can't do those. I can't multitask like that.
Right.
So, but blog authentically, blog often, blog about things that matter to you, and the one thing, the final thing is that don't put bile on the internet. Bile, like meanness and cruelty. Don't give it a permalink. Right? Because if you're a jerk, now you've got a link that I can give to another guy that says, look, he's a jerk. I got proof. Look at this link.
You should put bile anonymously.
No, I disagree with that. I disagree. Don't give bile a permalink. Is just a fancy way that your grandfather used to say, if you can't say something nice about somebody, don't say it.
Yeah, you see that a lot on Twitter because people tweet without thinking.
But those are real people.
And those are real people, and we're talking about real people. And your blog's the same way. I mean, sometimes I put together a blog post in half an hour, and then I'm in a hurry. I click.
That's when you get nailed.
Like if I'm emotional at that time, maybe it's better to.
Yep. Think before you blog.
Great. Well, Scott, I know you're a really busy man. I really appreciate your time.
No, it's my pleasure. Thanks a lot.
And great job this conference.
We're working hard. I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
Thank you.